Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Crypto After Dark on Raw Zone Crypto. It is June 19th, 2021. It is Saturday. And today we're going to be talking about an article on NASDAQ coming out of Bitcoin Magazine from June 9th of this year, where it talks about New York State waters down bill seeking to ban Bitcoin mining over environmental concerns. So as you've heard, mainstream media, mainstream finance media, and mainstream experts, quote unquote, have been talking about how cryptocurrency or more Bitcoin is hazardous to the environment. So the central banks are not too happy about cryptocurrency. They're not too happy about Bitcoin and the adoption of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies across the world. So you have politicians, central banks trying to counter the popularity of this alternative, let's just call it currency, because that's what it is really. Alternative currency that people are now starting to adopt instead of fiat money or currency. So it states New York state senators walked back portions of a bill seeking to pause Bitcoin mining and now attempting to block only carbon based operations. So, New York state senators have walked back measures of a bill that is initially called for a statewide ban on Bitcoin mining for 3 years so that such operations could be subject to a full environmental impact review. The updated bill now would only apply to mining operations that utilize carbon based energy sources and is heading next to the state assembly. Now, what's interesting is where does New York City's energy source come from? Where do all these utility companies get their energy from? So while they're claiming that Bitcoin mining is a problem, supposedly, because of the energy usage that uses carbon based technology, where is the city getting its energy use, which is most likely more than the actual Bitcoin mining energy usage? So the department states the watered down version of the bill shall not approve a new application for or issue a new permit pursuant to the article for an electric generating facility that utilizes a carbon based fuel and that provides in whole or in part behind the meter electric energy consumed or utilized by a facility that uses proof of work authentication methods to validate blockchain transactions. State senators also removed the 3 year provision and limited the bill's scope to new operations and existing ones that are looking to increase their mining capacity. Additionally, senators also called for documentation on miners' environmental footprint across the state. I think what they're trying to do here in 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 New York is eliminate entrepreneurs, small entrepreneurs that are wanting to get into mining and give access to the major players because we now see that major corporations are starting to open mining operations across the world, especially in the United States. So they're going to try and obviously not allow, this is my opinion, they're going to target the small business owner that wants to get involved in mining and allow the major corporations like usual to take over and have their big, mining operations facilities. This is what it's going to come down to because a small business owner will be taxed out or feed out of being able to mine Bitcoin or cryptocurrency. This is just my opinion because the way the industries work is they put the most fees and the most taxes on the entrepreneurs and small business owners, and then that allows the major corporations to benefit in all industries because they pay less taxes, which they do. They pay less taxes because they have better accounting, better CPAs, and they know the laws, the IRS loopholes better than the smaller business owners. Now, the bill is based on worries from the state level legislators that increased carbon emissions from proof of work authentication, such as Bitcoin mining, could hamper the state's efforts to cut down carbon emissions. Initially, however, the bill contained some factual inaccuracies. But with the updated bill, senators appear to have tactically or tacitly acknowledged that Bitcoin mining can be green, as the regulation would now only allow or only apply to operations that specifically leverage carbon emitting power sources. So, again, in my opinion, they're doing this because they want to give the major players uh, access and to give the major players more control over Bitcoin mining. This is what you're seeing. And you're going to see once these major corporations get established in creating their huge warehouses of mining operations, they're going to go after the smaller miners. They're going to make it very difficult for, someone at their home using their own electricity to mine Bitcoin. This is what I see happening in the future. So make sure you like, subscribe, share, hit all notifications for future videos and live stream. If you want to support monetarily, you can support me at the links below, PayPal, Cash App, and Swan Bitcoin. Stay safe, and I'll talk to you soon.